I know you day one Raptors guy. Who are your all-time favorite, like fan favorite Raptors players? Like not the obvious guys, but the deep cuts.
Right. Right. Not your Lowrys or obviously Vince and stuff like that. Well, what about does Matt Bonner count?
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's
That
a
really counts.
I mean,
yeah.
People
That's
forget
an
he was
awesome
only
one.
here for like a year.
I know. Didn't it feel like he was there so much
Yeah.
longer?
How do you already got the
he-
Red Rocket nickname too? By the way, that was quick.
Because he
great
took
one.
the TTC, right?
Did he
Yeah.
actually?
He
Yeah,
got
I think
real
he took the
quick.
TTC. Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He I would go with him. He was like really he was always great to our show when we were up there.
Yeah.
Then at that time as the Basketball Jones. So like he filmed stuff with us. I think when he was on the Spurs, like we did a whole campaign to try and get him in the 3-point contest. We thought he was deserving of a spot, and he eventually got in, but
Yeah.
not the year we were trying.
Right.
We played a small part in getting him there. He was awesome. I mean, he was just I just know him personally. I think I went and saw a couple shows at the Horseshoe Tavern with him.
Wow.
So he's
Damn.
a great rap. Even he was a solid
Oh, man.
player and had obviously an incredible career, really. But yeah, for 1 year only there is wild when you say that, Will.
Did you guys take the 5'10" without paying? Because that's how you know you're a real Torontonian.
Yeah. No, I mean I lived where Alex lived. I just walked over there.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
I
man.
probably had a bike. I think I had a bike.
Generational
And
wealth
did it get?
over here.
And I know what you're going to ask. Did it get stolen? Absolutely, it got
Oh
stolen.
yeah.
Oh man, that's part of the
another classic.
how come they never talk about that in the Players
You
Tribune
did get his
essays?
bike stolen in Toronto? Come on, man.
How come we never hear about that? How come it's just always the passionate fans?
He did rediscover it at that Chinatown.
The
bike shop.
quiet lakes, this guy went to Queens Key one time,
Yeah.
Like,
Let me give you some more though.
yeah,
a
of
couple
course,
others.
of course.
Really random. These are super random names, but for whatever reason, I liked a thing or two about them. Walt Williams. I was
Oh,
a
yeah,
big Walt Williams
the
fan.
wizard.
You guys got to explain this to
Yeah.
me, man.
So Walt Williams came in year 2 because Tracy Murray was like the original 3-point shooter, and that was
That's
going to
right.
be one of my deep cuts. And then he signed a minimum contract, so he went to
Yep.
Washington after year 1, and they brought in Walt Williams, and he was like our sharpshooter.
Yep.
Like
He
if
was,
Matt Thomas was like 99% type.
It's amazing the stats Walt Williams put up in that contract year. Like he averaged 16, 5, and 3 for the Raps.
Mike
and,
James,
like,
Mike
shot
James is not
40%.
impressed by that, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. But yeah, the Wizard had the socks.
Yes, the
You know,
high
he was there.
socks. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
he was there for a year or two. So okay, Walt Williams. That
Yeah.
didn't impress Will. He was
No,
upset
I
about
was just
that.
No,
I
the
wasn't-
problem.
I-
Okay,
I
Skeets.
was-
The
I was
problem
like
is
3 years old.
the problem is he came to this country in like 2001.
2000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah.
So anything before that, Raptors related is hard for him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about this player? I think he came in the trade for Doug Christie. The big nasty, Corliss Williamson.
Yeah, that's also before
Oh
my
my
time.
God,
I'm sorry,
man.
Skeets. This is a generational difference, man. I
Oh
thought you were
my
gonna say like
God.
Jamario Moon or something.
I thought you knew basketball.
This is why I can
man.
only
No,
book.
I know who he is. I just
This is why I can only book guests from that are like 19 and under. Any 15-year-old Raptors fans out there
no,
want an
Raptors
opportunity
people in
next
the chat,
Friday?
let me
Hit
know,
me
man.
up, man. Oh my
Here,
God.
Will, let me give you one.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Koloko? Are you a fan of him?
Oh,
Do you know who he is?
God.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I do think
Um,
Coloco's gonna gain fan favorite status.
Oh,
though,
yeah.
very
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
I think he already is.
Easily.
He already has that kind of like
Who is the fan favorite candidate on this team, man?
right now.
Yeah, I think it's
Scotty. You know how
but
immensely
Scotty's
popular
too
Scotty
good.
is.
Scotty's too good to make that. Like, if you have a Google Pixel commercial, like you're like mainstream.
Okay, fair.
Like,
fair.
like it's
It's-
got to be like a deep cut fan
Okay.
favorite, right?
Deep
Wancho,
cut.
although I was trying to figure out. what
Wancho did get a
Juancho-
huge cheer because they lined up all the Raptors and they were like
Yeah, 'cause
Wancho
of
Hernan Gomez,
hustle.
and it went nuts. People were going crazy.
Yeah, if you were in a Netflix movie, you would get a huge ovation as well.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to Wancho. I'm not trying to take that away from you.
My final one.
Yes.
I don't know if Will will remember the name, but
It's okay.
and it was for nothing he did like when it came to playing basketball because I remember him being like quite poor at that. But Roko Jukic.
I remember.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember Rocco.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now
big
here's
point
the
guard.
only reason I loved him.
Yeah.
And Andrew Wiggins still does this to this day. It's tough to just like explain it on the air here, but I'm doing it while I'm saying it. But
Yeah.
they sort of stand like when they're just like break and play. They stand. The best way I can put it is they stand like a pregnant woman.
Okay.
So they fold. You put your arms on your back, like down by your waist,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you sort of
okay.
flip your hands over.
yeah, Wiggins does do that.
And he would
actually.
do that all the time, and Andrew Wiggins still does it. So
Okay.
shout out to Rocco.
What a Canadian tradition there, Rocco Ukic
Yeah.
and Andrew Wiggins. I mean, he wasn't Canadian, but he
Lots
played in Canada.
of lots of random point guards, man. Ben Uzo. I'm trying to think of guys who play like like just couple games. You remember Skeets Rod Strickland was on the Raptors?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The Kyrie mentor.
All right, man. This is a good lesson to never do any segments involving pre-2000 Raptors on this show when Will is on.